Hey, Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
And I'm Sai.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Coming at you again with another review with guest host Sai again from Frag Boy Stewie. Thanks for coming on again, Sai. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. And today we are reviewing Bleecker Street from Bond Number 9. Date introduced is 2005. It's classified as an Oriental woody. Notes are violet leaf, cassis, jasmine, cinnamon, oak moss, patchouli, vanilla, and caramel. Now, Sai, what did you get out of longevity out of this?
Oh, I get a monstrous longevity out of this one. Yeah, I get like 12 plus hours with this.
Yeah, I get beast mode longevity. It is beast mode. It lasts forever, like 20 hours.
Oh.
I mean, it lasts forever.
Wow.
I can wear it in the morning, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and it's still there.
Wow, that's crazy. That's good.
What about projection?
Projection's pretty good too, off my skin. I get around for the first actually almost 4 hours. It projects really well. And then for the next maybe couple of hours, tends to get a little bit more closer to my skin. And it takes like almost a couple hours after that before it actually, gets extremely close and then becomes a skin scent.
Yeah, I would say it's excellent on me as well. It really pushes. I mean, it really projects really well. One of the best performing fresh type scents out there, I think. Season, I would say this is great for spring, good for summer, great for daytime, maybe night times, depending on how hot it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's a spring in a bottle. It just smells like spring in a bottle for me.
Purpose, I would say this is great for casual work and even a date, I would say.
Yeah, I think it'll work for the date as well, but definitely I agree with you on the casual, and I usually wear this when I go out and play like sand volleyball or basketball, in the high summer heat. This one just makes me feel really fresh.
Okay, so Sai, what does this remind you of?
This one reminds me of fresh cut grass in a blueberry garden. I mean, that's the exact thing that this one brings to my mind, and that's all I really get for this.
That's cool. I used to have this fragrance a long time ago, and I just haven't gotten around to reviewing it yet. And I've been wanting to review it for a long time because it's a very popular scent with Bond Number 9.
Yeah.
In the fragrance community, it's one of those kind of staple scents that you see a lot. But I don't really see a lot of people singing its praises all the time. When I first smelled this years ago, I actually caught whiffs of Aventus, and that's kind of a funny thing because everyone smells Aventus and everything,
Yeah.
But now whenever I smell it, I don't get that at all. I don't think it's not a clone at all.
Oh,
I don't know exactly what it was that reminded me of Aventus. Maybe it was because there's a slight fruitiness in there. There's like a musky darkness in there.
Yeah.
And it's very fresh.
Yes, that reminds me initially it reminded me of Aventus as well. That's because I think it's that blueberries and something in the background. I think it's the oak moss. Yeah, the oak moss and blueberries. That kind of gives it that slightly fruity, slightly, musky kind of a vibe that Aventus brings to the table.
I can definitely see that. A lot of people smell blueberries in this, and I don't get blueberries. But I can see what they're saying. There's like this fruitiness that gets there, and blueberries aren't in the notes. So I think what it comes down to is I think it has something to do with the cassis note in there. It mixed in there that kind of makes kind of the fruitiness out of there. But I do see what they're saying. There is kind of like this fruity vibe to it. What I really get whenever I smell this is nothing that I've ever smelled before. And this is a very unique scent, and that's one of the things that I really fell in love with. When I smelled it, it smelled almost random, like it comes out of nowhere. Like there's no reference point for this fragrance at all. And that is one of the most amazing things. It's very dark green, and I can almost not distinguish any notes in there. I kind of smell a little bit of violet leaf. I kind of smell a little bit of jasmine. But everything is mixed so well that it's kind of hard to distinguish, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I think that's really good. It's just blended really, really well to perfection.
I love that perspective, by the way. You said it smells completely foreign and alien. I can definitely see that now. It doesn't smell like anything out there.
Yeah, it's so weird, but it's beautiful. It's herbal, it's floral, it's fruity, it's woody. I mean, it's like everything,
Yeah, definitely.
It's a very dark and masculine scent. I would say whenever I smell this, it really smells like a masculine, fresh scent. I'm not sure how women would like this. I would really like to know. I know that I have a lot of women who watch the channel. I would really like to know what they think of this, because whenever I smell this, the first thing I think of is really, kind of a masculine scent. and it's sexy. There's something about it that you don't always get sexiness from a fresh scent. There's like just something sexy and mysterious about it in a lot of ways. It's very damp, and a lot of times it reminds me kind of the scent after rain, you know, kind of like petrichor.
Yes.
And it has like that foggy type scent, that green foggy scent.
I think they've done a really good job with this fragrance. I'm not a sucker for Bond Number 9 fragrances, honestly, but this one just completely stood out for me.
My only complaint with this fragrance is that it's hard for me to find like a time and place to wear it. And when I had it, I used to have it, and then I sold it. And the reason I sold it is because I never wore it. Because I love the scent, but I could never find like a place that I felt really confident and secure or even appropriate wearing this scent. Now, Sai, what about compliments with this fragrance?
I've actually gotten pretty good amount of compliments with this fragrance on, but most of them were in spring, because, you know, I would wear this when I go out and play sports or gymming, or especially, okay, guys, for gymming, do not go more than 2 sprays with this one. It will it will annoy the heck out of people. Do not do that. But yeah, I've had people come up to me and say, "Wow, I can actually smell you from like right over there," you know. So, and they said that it smells pretty fresh, pretty good, and yeah, I've gotten a pretty good amount of compliments with this.
Whenever I wore it, I used to get compliments a lot, and it might be because it's just loud. A lot of times, whenever I wear something that's a little louder, more people will compliment me just because they can smell it more.
Right.
But I also think too is because it's something that is not smelled before. You know, it's very unique. So people haven't really smelled it. And usually whenever people smell something unique, they say, "Oh wow, that smells great." My wife, however, does not like this.
What?
she hates it. So it just didn't really fit within my world. Bang for buck, you can find this on discount sites for about $139 for a 100 ml bottle. Sometimes cheaper if you look around, so just make sure you look around. Bond Number 9 is easy to find a deal on if you look at the right sites. And overall, I think that's a really good value for what you're getting. You're getting a scent that lasts forever,
Yeah.
that projects really well, that smells really unique and smells great to a lot of people. I mean, I think that's just a great deal all around. So, Sai, final rating, what do you give this?
I would have to give this fragrance a 4 out of 5, just because I'm actually not a big fan of the Bond Number 9 house. I think most of their fragrances have a synthetic or manufactured, whatever you want to call it, kind of an element to them. So
Yeah.
I usually think they're overcharging for their fragrances. But with this, they completely hit the ball out of the park in my world. And so for that reason, a 4 out of 5 I think is pretty justified.
I'm going to have to agree. I'm going to say a 4 out of 5 as well. Overall, a really great scent. So many unique parts and aspects and facets of this scent. It's just a great performer, and overall a wonderful, pleasant scent. I just couldn't find very much of a place to wear this, and that was my biggest gripe with this. I just couldn't wear it often, and that to me is a big downside for a fragrance. If I can't find a utility from it, I just have to get rid of it, and that's a big negative. So that's all we have for Bleecker Street. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know down in the comments down below. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. Love you for it. And I'll have a link down below to Sai's channel, Frag Boy Stewie. Thanks again for coming on, Sai. Really appreciated having you on.
Oh, the pleasure is mine, Daver.
So that's all we have. We'll see you next time. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Adios.